A Vacation Disaster by Miss Potts. As Sarah tied up the laces to her favorite Nike sneakers, she breathed in the fresh beach air. There was something about Thailand that just made her feel so relaxed. So far, this family vacation has been one of the most peaceful weeks of her life. Sarah stepped off of the hotel grounds onto the white sand. She began a light jog. Once she was close to the water, she turned heading toward the miraculous green mountains in the distance. This place is heaven on earth, Sarah thought to herself. There has not been one worry in the world since I've been here. Sarah continued to jog at a slow pace, taking in the crystal clear Indian Ocean, the lines of coconut palm trees, and the stunning volcanic scenery. All of a sudden, Sarah felt something. She couldn't tell if she was getting dizzy by staring at so many things as she was running, or if she felt what she was thinking she felt. She stopped, glancing around to see if the other people on the beach this morning also felt it. "Earthquake!" another tourist yelled across the beach. The earth shaking was minimal, but Sarah knew from her science classes in middle school what an earthquake on a coastline could bring. Sarah immediately turned around and sprinted back toward the hotel her family was staying at. She made record time back to the hotel grounds, skipping every other step as she rushed up to the second level to her family's hotel room. "Mom! Dad! Nikki!" Sarah yelled as she pounded on the hotel room door. She was so frantic, she forgot she had the hotel key in her hand. Sarah's sister, Nikki, opened the door. "Quick, everyone! There was just an earthquake. The people on the beach and I just felt it. Grab your wallets, phones, anything important, and follow me." Sarah's family grabbed whatever they could safely carry and scurried out of the hotel room. They didn't question Sarah at all, as they knew that a tsunami was rare but possible in Thailand. They all did their research about the 2004 Boxing Day tsunami. They knew that the tsunami waves hit the shore back then before the Thai warning system could even get a warning out. Within seconds, Sarah and her family were running. They flew down the stairs and headed out of the hotel toward the crowded streets. Hundreds of people were all headed in the same direction toward a tsunami evacuation route sign. People were shouting and holding on to each other in fear of losing each other. As Sarah and her family worked their way through the crowd past the evacuation route sign, the tsunami warning alarm started to wail. Sarah could feel her heart beating as she grew more scared. She took a deep breath and continued to lead her family toward safety. Within 15 minutes, they were at the top of a hill with a crowd of tourists. The evacuation area was at least 50 feet above sea level, according to a sign. Sarah was out of breath, and when she began to talk, she tasted the salt from the sweat dripping down her face. "Is everyone okay?" Sarah asked as she put her arm around her mom. Everyone, unable to speak, shook their head up and down. As brave as Sarah's dad was, she could see the fear on his face. A terrifying hour later, Sarah, her family, and the crowd of tourists started to head down the hill toward the resorts. They were hesitant, but word spread that the series of tsunami waves were gone and that it was safe to head back down toward the beaches. The waves were still dangerous and rough, but the magnitude of the earthquake and the tsunami waves that followed weren't nearly as deadly as the 2004 Thailand tsunami. Thankfully, these 2019 natural disasters weren't one for the history books. The rest of the day was nerve-wracking for Sarah and her family as they continued to watch the Indian Ocean out of their hotel window. As time went on, they were able to take slower and deeper breaths, reassuring each other that the worst was over. Sarah thought about how she felt this morning, how she couldn't imagine the people of Thailand having a worry in the world. She soon realized that this was just not true. Everyone, even the people who live in the most scenic places on earth, had worries. Worries were inevitable. Worries happen to all people and places. The next day, Sarah and her family helped clean up the debris on the beach. They took pictures of each other cleaning up, They spent the entire last day together as a family. "This is sure a vacation we will never forget," Sarah said with a smile. "Never," Sarah's dad replied. "I'm glad we are all okay. I'm thinking next vacation we go somewhere that doesn't have major natural disasters. Or just no vacations at all for a while," Nikki chimed in as they all giggled.